What are the long-term consequences for young actors such as yourself being in probably the most successful franchise in film history?
Probably the biggest consequences on your personal life, being recognized, people starting to care about things like what you're wearing and who you're dating and things like that, which go from trivial to intrusive, and that's gonna be the hardest part for me. I definitely didn't, actively pursue this role at all, but I just met with the casting director like on any other film and just talked to her, and then I met George and talked to him, and I got the part. I hadn't seen the films until it was offered to me, so I really wasn't aware of what Star Wars was at all. I think it's a combination of that and George's storytelling power. I think he really knows how to tell a story and make characters that people love and relate to, and make it all in a very exciting package, which he did with the amazing effects that he did for the original Star Wars films at the time, and now with this Star Wars film, I mean, the technology in it is just unbelievable. So it's a great story made in a very, very new and interesting way. I think it's going to change the way things go because you can create very realistic characters now. I mean, when you watch this film, there's no point where you're like, wait a minute, he's not there. It looks perfectly real. They're real characters in this film that are not, people, and that's really interesting, and it is changing things for actors. Although I think they'll always need actors because there's, you can't get the range of emotion. Well, maybe someday they'll be able to. She's elected. We know that she was elected as an official, as the queen, and that's basically all we know about her. Well, I mean, eventually she and Anakin, have children together who become Luke and Leia, and that's the basis of the story. I didn't really realize how major it was until recently when all the publicity started coming out. When I signed on, I wasn't aware of that at all, so it wasn't daunting to me to step onto a set with those kinds of expectations, and that was pretty good. I mean, if I had known what I know now, when starting the film, I think I would have been a lot more intimidated.